Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Step Up MMA in the HEX. I'm here with Grant Ola from Fightstars and Pietro Signoli. For those of us that don't know them, Grant, maybe you can introduce yourself to the fans out there.
So I'm a partner in Fightstars and I'm the matchmaker for the Fightstar Championship.
And Miss Pietro?
I'm also a partner in Fightstar and just basically go-to guy.
Okay, so there you got it, guys. So basically today, we know Fightstar 20 is coming up. I know I'm super excited about it. Well, I'm a product of Fightstars. You know, Fightstars made me the fighter that I am today. Maybe they could have made me a better fighter if I didn't rush to turn pro. But definitely I got my confidence from turning pro by competing in Fightstars, because that's where you competed with the best. If you compete in Fightstars, everybody knows, then you have competed with the best. Before I go with my questions, I want to congratulate you guys on your pro circuits. Thank you for finally making it happen. We've all been waiting for it.
Thank you, appreciate it.
So tell us a bit about the new Fightstar and obviously your relationship with WSOF Global.
So Fightstar, as you mentioned, we decided to go pros. It's not a decision we took lightly. We've been working on it for about a year now, basically setting up. The big missing link or missing puzzle piece for me was always where to after Fightstars. So with World Series of Fighting Global coming on board, it's opened up a lot of doors for us. We've got the opportunity to send athletes to various places around the world in order to continue their pro fights and to bring some of the guys in from overseas to fight on the Fightstar platform. So it was the final piece of the puzzle, and we decided that it's time to go for it. And I think it was a great decision on our behalf, and I think it's going to be very successful. It's awesome. The support we've got from the pros and the amateurs has been amazing, and you know, it's not a competition for us to see how many pros we can get. We've got a plan. We're building slowly. We don't have a massive budget, and we've always done things, in my opinion, to benefit the fighters and to get the fighters the best platform that we can, and I think we've got it. So it's going to be a long road, but I'm very excited. I think 2017 is going to be amazing. Okay,
so basically you have signed a couple of pros that you have mentioned. How many pros have you signed in total, and will all of them be competing at Fightstar 20?
No, we'll have 2 pro fights at Fightstar 20. We've got Steven Gonzalez and Ryan Pistorius is a new boxer that's joined Fightstars, unable to compete in the amateur MMA game purely because he has had pro boxing fights. So I'm really excited. I watched him do his pro license, and that kid's got amazing hands. So, and Steven Gonzalez, we all know, likes to trade, and I think it's going to be a really, really great fight. And then our main fight of the night is obviously Rudy Roets versus Edward Boertes, which for me is an absolute cracker of a fight. Both guys unbeaten in the amateur ranks. Both guys are really, really tough opponents, and it's going to be a real, real good fight. That.
Awesome. Okay, so you mentioned we only have one pro fight, and obviously we will see the other pro fighters in Fightstar 21.
Well, two pro fights.
Two pro fights, yeah.
Okay, and then will the other pro fights?
So we got exciting talent like Marcel Els, who signed for us, Quaid Allen, Jacques Chabert. We've got quite a few guys that are coming up from Durban that we'll be announcing pretty soon. Quite a few of the last fighter standing guys that have signed with us. So I just prefer to keep it a little bit quiet at the moment so that we can make the big announcements. We'll give you the opportunity to do that though.
Awesome stuff. Okay, now I have to ask though, I mean, it was a shock, especially to me when I found out Fightstar was going to be at Polokwane. I was thinking, oh Lord Jesus, we got to travel 4 hours. But the fact that you guys have a pro circuit, for me personally, the 4 hours seemed like nothing. I was excited to see what was different, what will be different. How did you come up with the decision to have the event in Polokwane?
Well, I think Grant was looking to take the show on the road. We had our world champion, Rudy Roets. This was his hometown, and why not take him to his people and showcase his pro debut in front of his own crowd?
Yeah, just to add on to that, I think we've been looking to take Fightstars out of Joburg for the last year. We're working on a couple of big cities, and we're working on a couple of small cities, and we really want to take Fightstar out there and take it to the people. And we think we've got a good show. We think we've got a great product. Again, it's common knowledge that if you can win on Fightstars, you're considered to be one of the best, and I think it's proven its case. So we want to take it out there. 2017 we've planned 10 shows. They won't all be in Joburg. There's a couple of nice, big, exciting announcements coming shortly. But for me, I grew up watching, traveling to Nelspruit to watch NFL and Nelspruit Fight League. Sorry, and. It was an exciting weekend. It was exciting. The guys loved it and things, and that's what we're trying to do with Polokwane. We're trying to make it an exciting an event for the guys. Again, a place like Polokwane hasn't seen the caliber of these guys fighting. They come through to support us when Rudy and those guys fight. But we've got a 1,100 seater venue, and we're gonna pack that place. We're gonna introduce MMA to Polokwane. We're looking for new fans.
Beautiful. You mentioned 10 shows. Sounds a bit familiar. Now, 10 shows in total. What are we looking at? When does the first show of 2017 start? And is it every month, or how does it work?
So it's going to start sort of end of February. Our first show is lined up around about then, and it's going to be every month after that. We're going a bit different. We are going to be introducing fight nights. We're taking it back a step so as we can develop a lot more younger talent coming through, and we're going to start. One of the biggest things that a lot of the guys have spoken to me about is walking out for that first time in the Fightstars lights and things like that is a bit much. So we're going to take it down a notch, and we're going to do development tournaments where we're going to start developing talent and looking at bringing the guys through for the big events. So we obviously looking to improve our pro scene, and we're going to look at having our pro-am and our pro fights and our development fights on another night.
Okay, so basically you're going to be having two events. You're going to be having the Fightstars professional league and then the amateur league.
So they'll be on the same night, but we're going to be working very simple. We'll have the amateurs, the pro-ams, and the pros all fighting on one night. But we will have fight nights in between that where we will be looking to find guys that, a lot of the clubs, as I say, they don't want to bring their guys through to Fightstars because of the big lights and the big crowds.
And the big standards, obviously. So we're trying to get the guys from the introductory guys, grassroots guys, to come in and still have a flashy experience, without the pressure.
Yeah.
One of the big things I have, and just to take it further, is, and even this Polokwane fight night, we could have put on another 10 fights. And one of the comments we've noticed and we've seen from our fans out there is that we do 17 to 18 fights a night, and some of the times it feels a bit of a long show. So we're trying to compact everything and make it and give what the people are asking us to do. We're in the game of entertainment, and we're looking to obviously give what the fighters a great platform, but we also want to give the fans something that they want to see.
So how many fights are we looking at this tournament?
So Polokwane's got 16 fights. It's very difficult for me. I battle to say no. So when people send me their fighters, I try and please everyone and make sure that they've got an opportunity. Adding a couple of extra fight cards for myself next year is a lot easier because now I can move them on. And it's crazy. As I say, we could have done another 10 fights. The November card is 70% done. Which is it's a massive card as well. It's an exciting card. So I think this sport is growing, and the gyms are pushing through good athletes, and our job is to find those good athletes and push them through our ranks and try and get them international experience.
I have to ask because we've had a couple of obviously Fightstar fans, wanting to know what will be different between the old Fightstar and the new one. And mostly what they wanted to know is the cage size. Will the cage size change or remain the same?
So the cage size is going to remain the same at the moment. We are in the process of building a cage. It'll be ready probably early next year, which will be a bigger cage. But that cage that we fight in, and you've been there before. There's nowhere to hide. There's
no much action from the word go, like Ron says. No corners to hide.
Yeah. Look, I'm gonna obviously have to bring out other organizations. This is not comparing, for the people out there. It's basically just stating facts that are facts. Now, the reason why I mentioned the cage is because I fought at Fightstars, and literally there is nowhere to hide. You have no time to breathe. You have to fight now. Obviously, LFS, which we just experienced a couple of weeks ago, came on board and created specific rules to kind of try and get the same effect, which obviously didn't really play out as it should. Now, my question is, if you keep the cage the same, just like LFS changed the rules to try and get more action, you keeping the cage smaller to try and get more action, do you not think guys who have seen the guys in the bigger stage like the EFC, the UFC, the Bellator, fighting that big arena would feel like they are still in the amateur circuit?
Well, that's why we develop it. Well, that's why we're building a bigger cage. So we will have a bigger cage for our bigger shows. Again, you've been to a Fightstar, you've fought in a Fightstar. The guys come to fight, so it's one of those nights where the guys walk off with a dislocated elbow, blood everywhere, and they're coming and apologizing for losing. It's one of those situations. It's just crazy. The guys want to win on Fightstars, and that's what makes that event so special. Is that no one and no one wants to lose anywhere, but they really give it their all. And I don't think that changing the cage size is going to change the action. I think that we're in a situation where 2017 is going to be an exciting year. There's going to be a lot up for grabs, and let me tell you, the guys are going to be wanting to be in the top 3 of their division at Fightstars.
Awesome. Okay, guys, we're just going to take a little break, and after the break, we'll continue with Grant and Pietro from Fightstars. See you after this short break. Okay guys, we're back with Pietro and Grant from Fightstars. Okay guys, so next fights, next tournament, Polokwane, Rudy Roots on the card, one of the most popular amateur fighters, now turned pro. We've discussed obviously the new pro circuits. There's obviously big things coming, with 10 shows, next year. We've obviously heard the possibility of a change of the cage. Now, I have to say, Fightstars was one of the biggest feeders of some of the pro events in the country, possibly in the continent. It was actually the only feeder. Now that you guys are hosting pro events, we'll be seeing these fighters signing at other events, or will most of them, if not all of them, be signing strictly for Fightstars?
Well, it all boils down to the fighter's own personal choice. Some guys choose to go with the more established African promotions. Other guys are choosing to go more with the family Fightstar feeling route, and it's personal taste there, with which route they're going to go with.
Now, obviously, the big topic here, whether it is the other organizations or Fightstars, is fight purse. Fight purse has always been an issue. We heard the last couple of the weeks people going crazy about an event that had paid over 200,000 in fight purse. Now, obviously, I made it very clear to people, keep in mind that event happened once, and yeah, 200,000 when you're hosting one event, it's quite easy, but when you're hosting 10, it's a different ballgame. What kind of fight purse are individuals expecting at Fightstars, or is it as private as other organizations try to make it?
Well, we have a very simple philosophy. We're starting out on the pro circuit, we're starting out with very small purses, and we've discussed it with the guys. Our winners are going to take home a purse of 5,000 Rand for their fights, and we're going to build with our athletes, and we're going to play open cards. I think it's important, you know, I've been in this game for a long time, and I've watched a lot of guys earning triple what another guy would earn, and I think it's better to play open cards with the athletes. We're looking to grow our events and grow our tournament. It's critical for us that we play open cards, and it's always been about developing the athletes and making sure the athletes feel comfortable within the organisation. You know, you asked, where they're going to fight. Again, I've been answering the phone for the last 2 months. They need to make that decision and go. We have a path. It's a lot harder of a path, and but the long term, it will be a lot better of a journey, I think. So for me, the proof's in the pudding. I think 2017 is going to be a massive year for us. And as we grow, so too will purses. You know, the last thing we want to do is not pay the guys to fight. But you've got to start somewhere.
True, very true. Okay, with that said, we're curious on how the Fightstar contracts work. We know that there are certain organizations that contract you for a certain amount of fights. Is that the same thing we're looking at?
We've got a very simple contract going, and we've also got a single opportunity for some guys that have asked us, they just want to start fight once off. We're looking at promoting certain athletes that I've made a note of. Those are guys that I've gone after, and we've signed them into a 1-year contract. It's a 3-fight contract. There's a difference, and we're following actually with regards to the World Series Global, which we spoke to them. The guys are allowed to fight on any organisation, as long as they don't have a fight at 5 stars lined up or a fight with World Series lined up.
So, okay. So basically, the guys are not only fighting at 5 stars; they get to fight at World Series events also. So that's the international circuit.
The international circuit is going to be available for our guys very, very shortly. As I say, 2017 is around the corner. World Series of Fighting has got a high standard. We need to get our athletes' records up, and we need to get them competing at that sort of level. We're speaking at the moment, or I'm speaking at the moment, to 5 or 6 small organisations around the world, all part of the global affiliate program, and you know, we're looking to move fighters at the moment, and a couple of opportunities have arisen in Japan. So you know, it's really just snowballing and going. The idea is very simple: is that we wanted to build on our local stage in 2017, but there's a couple of opportunities that have arrived that it looks like we might be moving international a little bit sooner than we planned.
I think people might be more interested in finding out more about this. So basically, what you're saying is, Fightstar is not contracting guys to stuck on Fightstar. So basically, you have a 1-year contract with Fightstar, but if you are not having a fight, you are allowed to compete elsewhere.
100%.
Okay. On top of that, you are also associated to the global organization where you are where you will be given opportunities to fight internationally.
Yes.
I mean, I think this is amazing. I mean,
so if you go on at the moment, I mean, I was on Facebook the other day, and World Series of Fighting is promoting some of the amateur guys. They're promoting our pros. They're promoting it through the global family. So it's something that we're looking to build, and it's something that they're definitely looking to build and to take to the next level. You know, I speak to the World Series every day, and the amount of fighters that they've got on their records is ridiculous. And I mean, they sent me a couple of CVs, and I was gobsmacked. I want to get these guys out. I want to test them. I want to see. I believe our talent here is so much better than what people think South African is. So for me, it's a challenge. It's something. But we also don't want to throw our guys into the deep end. We believe that we can take them to the top of this game, but it's a path that we've got to follow. So each one of the guys, each one of the management team, I've had the discussions with, and Petra's been with us having the discussions. It's a path, and we really need to build and to go. But the end result is getting international exposure and getting the guys on an international scene and fighting and being able to come back to South Africa and fight on the Fightstar platform with your international experience.
Yeah. Look, Fightstar's been, and correct me if I'm wrong, Ron, responsible for over 54 of Africa's top athletes going through to the pro ranks. You know, the likes of the Burski brothers, the Madibas, and we pretty much didn't benefit anything from it. Now it's pretty much our time. Our fighters, we guide them through to the next stage of their careers.
This is very exciting. I mean, I know a lot of pro fighters who are currently maybe contracted to other organizations will definitely look to maybe come down and give this a try. I mean, it's exciting to know that, because most of us, obviously, we're all working towards UFC because that's the only venue we seem to think there is. But you know, we forget there's Ballotas, there's World Series.
People forget that World Series of Fighting, I think, is number 4 in the top MMA world promotion list.
And apparently UFC is actually not even number 1. 1FC is with views and everything.
Views and
yeah. So look, guys. Obviously this is all exciting, but we're gonna call you guys the new boys in the game, because
sure.
You guys were hosting amateurs, now you're hosting pro, which is a different ball game. And in the end of the day, whether you like it or not, fight purse, you know, will be the topic. You know, contract will be the topic, and how you treat athletes in a sense of, you know, when an athlete gets injured, a 5,000 fight purse will not take care of that athlete. So what are you looking at? Because if an athlete is contracted for 3 fights, and is allowed to fight elsewhere, that allows them to obviously earn money elsewhere, which is amazing. So in the instance of the situation we saw with Last Fighters Standing, where athletes were told they could compete and then go compete as amateurs, we're not going to have that situation, right, with Fightstars.
No.
So athletes can compete at Fightstars. LFS comes, gives an opportunity of 200,000 mini bonuses. Those athletes can go and compete at LFS.
100%.
So what? Okay, LFS is quite a lengthy event, where there's preliminaries, then the semis, then the finals. If that individual has entered, you guys will allow that individual to obviously compete.
100%. So I mean, we worked with LFS for this current show that they've just done, and they took some of our top amateurs and put them onto their cards. I think there were quite a few guys that did really well, and you know, we actually had them lined up for a fight night. We chatted to them, we chatted to the clubs and to the athletes. For me, it's about what's best for the athletes at the end of the day, you know, and fighting at an LFS and getting an opportunity to win 200,000 for a guy like Gunter or Alan Smith was the best option, or even Steven Gonzalez and Quaid also fought on that opportunity. So for me, it was a case of, you know, we can only do so much. We don't have the budget and the financial capacity to sign long contracts and to say to the guy, and it is coming. I must tell you that there's some of the international contracts and things like that, but the proof's in the pudding. So, you know, we're asking the athletes to back us as much as we're backing them, and we'll support them wherever they can make money. I understand the game. You can't earn a living off these purses, but I don't think at the moment you can earn a living off fighting in this country anyway. Even in the bigger promotions, you know, unless you're in the top 5%, you're not making money. So it's a situation where we're not rushing into this. We want to make sure that Fightstars is around in the next 5 to 10 years. That's important for us as well, because we want to be about pushing talent through and giving people an opportunity to go and find their dreams, you know, and fight. For me, I know that a lot of people want to fight under the big lights and things like that, but I just think that speaking to a lot of the athletes, you're out there, and to get an opportunity to travel the world and do something you love and get paid for it is an amazing opportunity as well.
Okay, so with that said, guys, you've heard it from you know, the horse's mouth, if I can put it that way. Fightstar is obviously going to be amazing. We at Step Up MMA, we're obviously going to be there. You know, for those of you who can't make it, you know, you can be updated with us. Yeah, man, guys, look, we're very awesome to see the event happen. You know, it looks like it's going to be something really, really great. And we're looking forward to see the new pro guys coming up, the new guys that you guys are going to sign, and how the events are going to go. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a little break, and when we come back, we'll be discussing Fighting Fit and the charity that is coming up, you know, that requires obviously all the MMA fans out there, you know, to come on board and just show their support. So, see you after this short break. Okay, we're back. So we're going to be discussing Fighting Fit. So Fighting Fit is basically a program that most of us pros were introduced to, even at the time of Fightstar 1. Fighting Fit was there. I think we actually knew Fighting Fit before Fightstars. I know that I've also participated in some of the trainings that Fighting Fit obviously introduced to everyone. But there's a lot of people out there who don't know what Fighting Fit is. So I don't know, maybe you can shed some lights on this.
Well, basically, Fighting Fit Africa is a program, youth and community sports development program that was founded over 5 years ago. It's basically put in place to teach communities and the youth the importance of fitness and sporting activities and the involvement therein of people within the sporting and fitness world.
Awesome. Okay, so basically Fighting Fit is there to just show people the importance of fitness, bringing communities together through fitness and so forth.
Yeah.
So where does it happen? Like, how often does it happen? Where can people be a part of it? How do people get a hold of Fighting Fit?
It's pretty much, we've got programs running at grassroots level. We've got one program running in Zachariah Park, Vlakfontein, near Lenasia South, where we run boot camp and fitness style classes. Some of our guys have been trained up through the years, through the program at World of Warriors, who used to be, when they were still in existence, they used to be our gym partners. The likes of Kasim Kusu, of Joseph Putiachai, they're all from the program. They're now giving back to the people, and they run on a daily basis. We have classes running at the community hall there in Zachariah Park. Other side of it is the Fighting Fit Kensington. It's based at the Goldfields Kennel Club in Bedford View. We invite the community to come and participate in a boot camp style training Sunday mornings, 9:30 till 10:30 at Galuli's Goldfields.
Awesome stuff. Well, guys, you heard it. You've gotten the locations. Come through, support the guys. You know, I'm assuming this is obviously free to the community.
Yes, it's free to the community. We're obviously always looking to get the community involved. At present, we're looking to raise some funds for the program in Zachariah Park, Vlakfontein. We need of mats for our people to start rolling and learning a little bit about jits and grappling. And so, yeah, we're on a drive to get them some equipment.
You want to get some fundraising. So, we recently saw on Facebook that you are running an ad of a fundraising that is happening in regards to Fighting Fit. Can you tell us a bit more about that?
Yeah, a couple of years ago we did our first event. We have some ambassadors in our program, and John Flismus, the comedian, is one of the ambassadors. He promotes healthier lifestyle through fitness, and he gives up his time to help us with fundraising and fundraising activities.
Awesome. So, so when is this fundraising happening? What is expected from people? Do we just buy tickets, show up there, and have a laugh?
Yeah, it's pretty much 12th of November at the Italian Club in Bedford View. It's 4,000 Rand a table of 10, which works out to 400 Rand a person. It's a great evening. There's a full buffet dinner with comedy with John Flismus and friends, and then a dance afterwards. So value for money, good fun. Put a table together, just a bunch of friends, or maybe year-end function for companies. Look me up on Facebook, Pietro Signoli. Bookings are essential, and payments will need to be done in advance.
Awesome stuff. Great. So guys, as you hear, come through. We will be having some information after the show. So if you need any more information, you can contact, I think they can contact Fight Stars or Fighting Fit
Yes.
on Facebook. We will put the links up right now. As you can see, those are the links. So just follow these links here in order for you to get more information. And you can contact us also, Step Up MMA, through our Facebook page or any form of social media, and we'll be able to give you more information. Guys, thank you very much for your time, and good luck on the Fight Stars and Fighting Fit, and you know, we're looking forward to 2015 and exciting events, and as Step Up MMA, we'll try our best to assist and promote as much as we can.
No, awesome, Patrick. Thanks for your time, and we just want to give out a big shout out to our partner, Sean Tyler. It's good to have you on our team, and we're excited for 2017.
Awesome stuff. Well, Sean Tyler, that was a shout out, Grant. A shout out to anyone, to your wife, to your kids.
Yeah, just to our family that supports and to everyone out there that supports Fight Stars. You know, we're looking to take this to the next level, so very excited, can't wait. Huh?
Awesome stuff, guys. Thank you very much for taking the time for watching our shows. You can catch Step Up MMA in the HEX every Mondays. We have unscheduled recordings on Wednesdays, and obviously we're back again on Fridays. So see you on Wednesday, guys. Enjoy.
Cheers.
Cheers.